Time to travel to Toledo then. More traveling. About 1 month after leaving Compostela. The child's like, what, 3/4 of a year now? Toledo. Pretty city.
Buenos dias. Parlez-vous français? English?
Of course. How may I help you?
I was told a man named Jack Builder lives in this house.
Who told you this?
A group of scholars living at the edge of town. They said he used to translate old scriptures about mathematics before he moved here.
Please wait here. I will talk with Master Raschid.
Master Raschid, we're getting closer. Oh, this is pretty. This is Moorish Spain right now, right? What a wondrous fountain. Almost like a real spring. Another pointed arch. Seen a few since I left England. Please, let Jack be here. So big and light. Nothing like the houses at home. What is taking that servant so long? They remind me of the cloister in Kingsbridge. Only that these keep away the good and not the bad weather. Jack must love him. What if he doesn't want to leave? What if he's happier without me? What if he's found love with Rashid's daughter? Although I don't know how old she is, she might be like 12. It wasn't really clear earlier. Take a peek inside. Sure. Slingshot. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's his.
Jack is here. That's all the proof I need. Ooh, achievement. Jack was here. Looks well crafted, empty. What is this? An artificial bird connected to whatever that is. Very elaborate. Never seen anything like this. Jack would really love it here. Beautiful craftsmanship. So much more lifelike than a painting. To the competition. The landlord's daughter. She's pretty. ... Aliena knows what's up. Young woman.
Oh, there you are. May I ask who let you stroll around our house?
Oh, well, who are you?
I am a daughter of this house. I have every right to be here. My servant told me there would be a guest. My father's not here at the moment, so you'll have to make do with me. Unfortunately, I must disappoint you. There's no one called Jack living in this house.
Oh, she's lying.
Maybe he took a different name then.
I'm sorry, but this is not easy for any of us. I think you should know that Jack and I are promised to each other. Maybe we should go inside. The sun's burning, and my mother doesn't need to hear us. Jack told me about you. You are Aliena. You're the one who rejected him and married his stepbrother.
Aren't they still married?
And now you want him back.
Technically.
need my son to meet his father.
His father? The little one is Jack's son.
He is.
He always said that he had come here to find out about his family. But instead, he found out about everything else. About philosophy, mathematics. When he and my father met, it was love at first sight. They studied together and made great plans.
Why don't they marry
But
each
in the
other
end,
then?
Jack would always start talking about his cathedral again. This great church he would build one day. Ribbed vaults and pointed windows. He'd ramble on about it for hours and stare up at that ceiling. We three sat here for hours and talked. And then in the evenings it would be just the two of us. So many strange ideas about the future. Some barely more than silly dreams. Others almost in arm's reach.
You're talking about him as if he were gone.
Well, he's not here anymore. My father had offered him work as a master builder here in Toledo. He would have been well off and free to spend his evenings under vaults like this, with me as his wife. But in the end, he refused. Tell me, did you really marry his stepbrother?
It was the hardest decision I ever made. But it also felt like a sacrifice I had to make to fulfill a promise I made to my father. It was all for nothing. I thought I had no choice. I didn't want to hurt him. Believe me.
I do. You know, he left me because of you. Even after all you did to him, he couldn't let go. You can be glad that you ran into me and not my mother. She was enraged when he left.
He can have that effect on people.
But apart from that, we made our peace with him. Father even gave him one of his favorite pieces of his collection as a parting gift. A small wooden statue with stone eyes, in exchange for his slingshot.
Would you mind telling me where he went?
He went to Paris to work on the Cathedral of Saint-Denis.
Great, and
He
I
said
traveled
he never
all the
found
way
out
here.
about his father, so there was no reason to stay down here anymore.
I've actually been in
Paris.
Saint-Denis.
Yes. If you find him there, tell him I don't miss him.
I'd tell him I don't miss him. She's a cool gal, wow. That's
I am
very fucking
sorry
mature
for
what
all
she's
this.
doing.
You don't have to be.
She could be much more
What is the
vindictive about
child's name,
this.
by the way?
He has none yet. I wouldn't name him without Jack.
Isn't that a bit silly?
Maybe. But he's his son as well as mine. It's his right to have a say in it too.
Then off to Paris. That baby needs a name.
He will get one. Thank you.
I like that exchange between the two. That could have been so much more ugly. So
I travelled back
all
along the way of
back.
St. James, passing through Astorga, Lyon and Burgos. I crossed the Pyrenees, revisiting Bordeaux, Angoulême, Poitiers, but never stayed longer than one night. The closer I came to Paris, the stronger my old doubts and fears resurfaced. If Jack really was there, what was I to say to him?
I was sure I would slap him.
pull him very, very close, wishing for all the wounds to heal as quickly as they could.
Three months later, Paris. Denis. Looks pretty finished. No, not him. Old Cathedral construction site. Could he really be here? Would he want to see me? Come on, girl. He left like a gorgeous, smart, sensible woman. Because he had to think of you all the time. Jack must hate this. Tom didn't allow him to work on the cathedral, and I left him. Jack must hate us. He's not gonna hate the child. He's not here. Maybe he's not here at all. Anything else? Cathedral gate. I won't leave. Not now. Not if there's a chance to see him. Right, what's this? Colorful light from windows. Beautiful. Breathtaking.
There. Are we awake then? You almost missed this. Look at these colorful windows.
He's like,
Look at the light.
What the hell? What? I thought he noticed her voice.
Ali.
Oh.
We came to see you, Jack.
We? Is he?
He is your son.
My son?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Ali, where do we go from here?
Wherever we go, I want to go with you.
Will you marry me?
That was
Both
quick.
of you.
We will.
Wait, she's still married, isn't she?
We stayed in Paris as husband and wife.
I mean, no one knows here.
And our son, Tommy. The
Tom.
days went by quickly. Jack had learned much working as a builder in Saint-Denis. Days became months. Then after a year, we both grew restless. Where can we go from here? We asked ourselves again. We both confessed that we wanted to see our families, our friends. And then we knew where we wanted to go. Home.
Shiring.
Even if it was in shambles.
Cherbourg Harbor.
We need to hurry. The ship to England will leave soon.
What's going on here?
Whatever it is, if the crowd doesn't clear up, we'll miss our ship.
Calm the crowd. Nobody pays attention. The horse might distract them, or make it all worse. Who am I playing? Jack or Aliena? check, it seems. Both of them, kinda.
Could make the horse get their attention.
Or ride it through the crowd.
That sounds a bit dangerous, doesn't it?
You think?
A present from Raschid. Wasn't easy for him to part with it, but he insisted I take it. The insides of the box kept her warm, and the wood slightly damp. A priest. Maybe he can help. Smells of beer. Nervous jongleur. The crowd's about to beat him up. Nervous. We should help him. A commotion. About to get violent. Impossible to get through. Would love to rest for a while, sitting in the shade on the beach, nice and cool. Yeah, we need to place the statue there. I hope we can do this without leaving the statue, though. That'd be kind of sucky if we had to leave Rashid's stuff behind. Rashid's present, that is. Let's talk to him.
Do you know what's going on?
Oh, chaos. I can't get these people to calm down. God knows I tried.
What happened?
The jongleur told the crowd a few stories. Then he sold people some miracle charms, but it was just fairy tales and painted stones.
Well, it always is.
I know, but I'd need a real miracle to calm them down now. Otherwise, they'll rip him apart.
Have you tried calming them down?
I did, but a single priest just wasn't enough.
So let's try this.
Do you see? It's working.
Your friend Raschid must be quite the miracle worker.
Liquids forming in her eyes. On her eyes.
Mustn't fool around now. The tears will dry quickly.
Show it to the crowd.
Look! What's going on? The Holy Mother. She's crying.
Revere the Holy Mother, for she has blessed us with a sign from the heavens. Cease your doings right now, and witness the miracle.
It's true. Lord in heaven. Why is she crying?
Because we need to take the ship.
She weeps for your sins.
Oh God.
What has this man done to you that you would treat him like a wild animal?
He tricked us and took our coin.
And you would kill him for your own foolishness.
The Holy Virgin weeps, for you are not living by the word of God.
It is the Mother of God.
Forgive us, Holy Mother.
Where did she come from?
She was given to me by a scholar in Toledo. We think she cries because...
Jack, don't!
It's a miracle.
A miracle. A miracle.
Yes!
Listen to what he has to say. The Holy Virgin has chosen this young family to protect her. Tell us all where you are headed.
Her destination is beyond these waters.
In the small town of Kingsbridge,
In the earldom of Shiring. There she wants to rest.
Kingsbridge. Where's that?
Hail Mary.
Make way for the Holy Virgin.
Hallelujah.
Make Robert well.
Huh?
Blessed Mary, let my daughter conceive.
Give us a good harvest.
They're donating to ask for her blessing.
Oh. The Weeping Madonna shall hear your prayer. And with your donations, I shall build her a new shrine at Kingsbridge, a cathedral.
It's you!
Oh, who are you?
Who do you mean?
You! The red-haired ghost!
Me? A ghost?
My husband is very much alive. I've known him since he was 12 years old.
But he drowned. By God, you drowned! 24 years ago. On the White Ship. My poor son. My Jacques.
His name was Jacques.
Jacques Cherbourg.
Jack. Cherbourg.
Was that Jack's aunt or something? Ooh, chapter over. The Pillars of the Earth, Eye of the Storm. Chapter 15, The Journey. That was a long chapter. And it was only the first in this book, which supposedly has 6 more. That was like 3 episodes long. And it covered all of Aliena's travels. From crossing the Channel to looking through the harbors in the north of France, in Normandy, to her search in central France, which meant Paris, and then back to Mont Saint-Michel, and further south, and then eventually taking the Camino de Santiago, going to Toledo from Santiago, finding the remnants of Jack's life, with Raschid and his daughter there, and then traveling all the way back to Paris, living there for a year, going back to the harbor in Cherbourg, and making our way back to Shiring. That was a cool chapter. Lots of things happened, but man, yeah, there's a lot of ground to cover, because The Pillars of the Earth is a very, very long book. It's way over 1,000 pages, I believe. So you felt excited on the ship from England to Normandy. You felt excited? Didn't we just tell the kid he should feel excited for going to a new country? You followed the coachwoman's advice and ran into a dead end in Barfleur. You and your baby fell seriously ill, but you both managed to survive. Is there a way for one of us to die? The baby to die, maybe? You helped another pilgrim along the way of St. James. Also, I'd be very interested to know how this all goes in case our brother is still alive. Would he just stay? I mean, same as Sir Catface does now, I suppose. Would he just stay in England and continue fighting for our throne? I mean, in that scenario, like, I've been kind of hard on Aliena here, but I think it's understandable, and obviously she made up for it, right? She like traveled across half of Europe to find Jack again, but she made a very stupid decision. And I think if her brother is still alive, then her reasoning makes a lot more sense, right? I'd still say it's the wrong call in the end, but if she says like, I need to support my brother in his fight for our heritage and against the Hamleys. And I can only do this if I can support him financially. And after all my own finances and my wool trade collapses, I can only do this by marrying someone steady and reliable like Alfred, and not someone who's like fleeting and impulsive like Jack, especially after he's been made a monk. So it makes a lot more sense then. I guess it could have made more sense if they had explored it more. If they had explored the angle more of my brother died for this and now I need to do it all the more. But they never really discussed this, right? And I think it might have made, like, her point of view might have made more sense if we just had 2 or 3 dialogues with her and her brother being like, yeah, we need to do this, Ellie, and remember we swore it to Father, and you can't do it now that Jack's a monk if you don't have someone to take care of you. And I mean, the option of Jack was taken from her, by the way, the moment he became a monk, right? So I guess she had to move on eventually. Choosing Alfred, though, man. Well, so we helped another pilgrim along the way of St. James. Yep. You snuck into Raschid's secret archive. You stole Jack's slingshot from Raschid. You found Jack in Paris. You decided to go back to Kingsbridge. Can I decide not to? You saved a jongleur from a lynch mob. Can I mess that up? You met Jack's grandmother. Ooh, so that was not his aunt, but his grandmother. She must be quite old right now. Because Jack's like, what, 25 at least now, right? Early 20s maybe. So, yeah. Well, I mean, she must be at least like 65 to 70, maybe older. Right, that was a cool chapter. But this is a good place to call it, maybe slightly early, and end this episode. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.